Know any shepherds? You can't help but feel rest and peace when you read Psalm 23. The worries and cares that seem so huge melt away in oases of vegetation. It's so easy to skip right past what it means that the Lord, Yahweh, has committed himself to being your shepherd. Now, if you said shepherd in the days when this was written, people would have a clear picture of what a shepherd does, what he or she looks like, their tasks, challenges, attitude toward the sheep, even friends that were shepherds. I don't have any friends who are shepherds. Do you? Is there an equal to a shepherd in our culture? Someone who gets smelly and grubby dealing with pretty stupid animals all day and night? In ancient times, these were low-class people. In today's terms, you might rank them with a night shift janitor, a manure spreader, or a fast food server. Doesn't it seem odd that of all the occupations in the world, the most awesome person in the universe chose the least respected job to prove his desire for a relationship with you? He doesn't just plunge himself into filth and shame to clean up your mistakes. His love won't let you lack any good thing. He'll lead you to safe places, to rest, satisfy your thirst, and renew your spirit. I mean, sure, he's powerful, but he's humble. He's got time for you. Your needs are the most important thing on his list. Once you've recovered from God's love assault on your brain, what does it mean for him to lead you in paths of righteousness? You need a better word for righteousness. Posers and preachers have done a pretty good job ruining the concept. I tend to think of a phony. Authentic righteousness seems so hard to grasp. Ancient cultures had very little concept of an inner righteousness. To them, your actions and prosperity indicate your level of righteousness. People can see how virtuous you are by the choices you make. In their mind, rich people, kings, and priests must be the most righteous of all. The book of Job reveals a stunning departure from this mindset. Job holds to this inner righteous quality despite his suffering. While his friends say, just appease God's requirement for an offering, you must have done something wrong, Job refuses, demanding that God show him why he's experienced such evil when he's only done right. Other prophets, including David, seem to have discovered that God cares more about the intent of your heart than an outward show. Despite their attempts to change public perception, the common notion of a righteousness determined by deeds prevailed all the way through Jesus' time and persists today. So the paths of righteousness in Psalm 23 instantly draw this picture of God leading you on a road where you can do no wrong. He'll surround you with so much goodness you can't make a mistake. Instead of goodness coming from the inside out, it attacks you until it penetrates your soul. Every possible decision is right. He'll do that so the world can see the true beauty of his character. That's what for his name's sake means. Ancient Hebrew names don't just identify one person as being different from someone else. They express the reputation of an individual. When you let God take care of you, the world watches to see how you'll act. God's reputation is at stake. And he loves drawing the world closer to him by showing his goodness through you. Up until this point, God's led you as a gracious shepherd. It's still your responsibility to follow him. Now match the first 3 verses against the second 3 verses, where the first verse compares to the 4th, the 2nd, the 5th, and 3rd, the 6th. God's not just ahead of you. He opens himself to as much intimacy as you can handle. When enemies and death surround you, he doesn't run in fear of his life like a hired shepherd would. He walks through with you, making sure you don't get scared. Instead of leading you to a field and stream where you can eat and drink on your own, he brings an abundant feast to you, honoring you in front of the ones who tried to destroy you. You don't have to fight the battle. You don't have to vindicate yourself. Just leave it in his hands. God knows how to make you feel honored. He doesn't stop at helping you to be free from wrong. He overwhelms your senses with his goodness. He overflows your containers with more pleasure and abundance than you can handle. He brings it to you. He hunts you down and showers you with it. He commits to blessing you with his love forever. You can't escape. God never wanted you to do the right things for him. He shows his greatness by serving you, by doing more than you expect. The God of the universe has opened a rift in the cosmos so you can experience so much of his love. You have to give it away, just like he does. If that's not what you hope to find, maybe it's time to become a sheep, led by a tender shepherd. If you ask him, he'll show you his definition of rest and peace.